I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Jon Merrick. I am the Elephant Man. I was injured in the military, and ever since then I've had memories of previous lifetimes. The most recent was when I was the Elephant Man. I'm not here to try and convince you of this. I have a mental illness with the VA, so anything I say, any of my memories are totally questionable. I wish I could remember where I hid some gold or something, something practical, but it doesn't seem to work like that. It seems to work more on an emotional memory, something that emotional situation in your life. Like I remember as being the Elephant Man, when I was the Elephant Man, laying down on the ground, and when I was kicked out of the house, I remember laying on the ground and having that cold seep into my bones. It was totally miserable. I can't describe it. And I remember gathering up as many, scavenging, I guess, as many articles of clothing, scraps, didn't matter if it was total shirt or just pieces, and I'd just throw them on the ground and lay on top of them just so I wouldn't get this bone chill ache. I remember fighting with fleas. I remember the first time I came in contact with these beasts that tormented me on a daily basis. They get up in my cracks in my skin and my head and folds and my body parts, and they sit there and just bite, and oh, they hurt. And I couldn't scratch them. I couldn't get in to scratch where they could get. And it was just totally miserable. I remember that. I got them from trying to find warmth. It seemed like I'd never get warm, but I tried to find warmth, and I got into sleeping with stray dogs. I'd crawl into the middle of them, and I was warm, but then these fleas would start up. I've learned that if I want to get by in life and be able to function, that this hat really helps a lot in certain situations, even if it is itchy. Hi. I wanted to show you some of the stuff that I like to work with. I've made these frames. I actually cut them down out of planks of cedar, and I working with wood and doing wood carving. So it was my idea to put some figures of here, some Christmas winter scene. I was thinking of some snowmen and actually carving it, and then staining it for color. And then over on this corner I was thinking of maybe a Christmas wreath with, not a Christmas wreath, but hollies with the red berries and stuff, the green. I think that would look really good. This is just one of them. Let me hold it up so you can see it there. And this is another one that I made. More of a biker thing, but I kind of like it. There's a lot of bikers that come through this area that might like to buy stuff. I was basically trying to offset my living expenses so I can survive. I was planning on putting a bike like this going this way, down here in this corner, carving it into the wood. And then I was thinking about putting the Harley Davidson logo and carving it and up here. And I did all the work, you know. I carved this thing, cut it by hand, and put it in. So, and it and the other one both need glass on it. There's offset, so it's set in, so it looks pretty nice, I think.
You're showing the carving on your box.
Yeah.
Something that you've done.
This is a box I made. Did the carving on it to show. I mean, you can see the size of it. This feels kind of velvety, you know, prickly to your fingers if you run your fingers over. And this is like velvet. This is smooth, soft, like a rose petal. People around me tend to back away from me and leave me alone. They don't socialize with me. I guess they're afraid of you, afraid of me. Most people have a concept of somebody that's mentally ill as being so retarded you can't communicate, or you're some kind of a knife-wielding psycho or something. And mental illness is, I think, is so many different shades of gray in between and colors that you just can't label anyone from one or the other. I've had a lot of problems with the VA. I think my biggest issue is that the fact that they, ever since my wife died, that they have appointed fiduciaries. And the way that's supposed to work is that the fiduciary sends me money each month for me to spend on my personal spending, and they're supposed to pay my bills. But in the last 20 years, well, actually since my wife died, no fiduciary has ever paid my bills, and I've tried to pay and get by on just what they sent me for whatever funds they feel that they feel I need.
Currently, how much are they giving you a month?
At the moment, and for the past year, it's been $300 every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a nightmare because I haven't been able to pay my bills. I've had to borrow from family and friends to keep things from being shut off. I mean, I guess the biggest problem is just the living conditions. There's no toilet. I've been living here ever since I moved in with no toilet. Plumbing is terrible. The roof leaks. The floor's got holes in it. I need the well needs to be redone. You know, and any veteran will tell you this. We get out there, and we're in a wartime condition. We're ready to give up our lives, our physical lives, for the continuing of this country's security. And to have something like this, I mean, it's bad enough to die for this country, but to have something like the situation that some of us that are considered mentally incompetent to live on a day-to-day basis in a nightmare like this, this is totally wrong. I don't know how it can be righted. That's why I'm sitting here talking to you. I have a friend that's going to put this on the internet, on YouTube. Hopefully other people will get this message and do something about it. I mean, people are worried about how people are treating animals. But people that are mentally ill are totally ignored. They're shoved off in a corner, under a carpet, whatever, put in asylums, and then they're forgotten. And, you know, we gave up that quality of life so that you could have the quality of life that you have. And if you don't take care of us, then that's wrong. It's wrong.